Breaking news, my country people, Kasala don burst. Now the Nigerian government has requested the assistance of the International Criminal Police Organization, the Interpol, to hunt and arrest 3 defendants in the alleged withdrawal of $6.2 million from the Central Bank of Nigeria last year through a forged document. And we all know that it was said that some persons allegedly forged the signature of the former president Muhammad Buhari to steal $6.2 million from the Apex Bank. The Office of the Special Investigator of the CBN, Jim Obazi, made the request on Monday after obtaining an order of the Federal High Court in Abuja. The office, through a letter by its head of operations, had named the defendants as Amadu Abubakar, Imam Abubakar, and Odo Ocheni. The EFCC had earlier charged Mr. Ocheni, who is at large alongside the former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, before the Federal High Court in Abuja with stealing the said sum under the presence that it was requested by the presidency to pay international election observers. And then the anti-draft agency alleged that on 8 February 2023, Mr. Emefiele connived with this man to obtain $6.2 million from the CBN, claiming that the money was requested by the then secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustapha. And the anti-draft agency also alleged that Godwin Emefiele in January 2023 had forged a document titled the Presidential Directive on Foreign Election Observers Mission. And in the letter to the Interpol, the Office of the Special Investigation of the CBN requested the International Police Agency to watch list and place 3 alleged fugitives on its red notice with a view to arrest them. And then the special investigator had earlier obtained a warrant of arrest for 3 men from the Federal High Court through a motion ex parte it filed on 18th January. And in support of this application to the Interpol, the police had also filed a 6-count charge required to activate the process of hunting and arresting the wanted men. So my country people, the Nigerian government now have declared these staffs wanted. And we all know that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu last year appointed Mr. Jim Obazi to investigate the alleged fraud in the CBN under Godwin Emefiele. All the dirty works that happened during Godwin Emefiele's tenure as the CBN governor. And then a report submitted to the president by the special investigator indicated that Mr. Godwin Emefiele was engaged in various crimes, some of which he is being prosecuted for by the EFCC. And then it was presented that these guys testified that he received in January 2023 written approvals of the then President Muhammad Buhari and the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, that's the SGF, Boss Mustapha, as well as Godwin Emefiele for the withdrawal of the money from the vault. And the approval was given for the payment of the money. Now, it was said that Buhari's signature was forged to give this approval for the payment. That it was forged. It was a forged signature. So my country people, make una come shook mouth for this matter, because as they be like this, so there are so many people that would really go down for this if the investigations are out. And now the Nigerian government has invited, written a letter to the Interpol to make sure they investigate into this very issue. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Now, the charges of arrest warrants have been issued by the Federal High Court of Nigeria in Abuja over these defendants, and there are 3 of them and their names have been listed on the watch list. So it was also learned that the Nigerian government also had filed a 6-count charges against Ochime and his accomplice. Those that are engaged in these activities, they've been the Nigerian government have filed a 6-count charges against them. So guys, it is quite unfortunate that we've gotten to this point whereby corruption has ravaged Nigeria. I mean, how did we get to the point? How did we get to this point? Because how can Buhari's signature be forged in a government whereby things are not working? So is it that Buhari wasn't aware that his signature was forged, or he was aware of this crime? Because Boss Mustapha is in this, Emefiele is also in this, and other accomplices are in this. So as it is now, the Nigerian government have declared this central bank staff wanted, their accomplice wanted for forging the former president Muhammad Buhari's signature to steal this $6.2 million. And in the course of the special investigators assignment, Mr. Odua Eric, this Ocheme, who is a staff of the CBN, now at large with 2 other accomplices, also now at large, were discovered to have conspired and forged documents, all in the name of the president. Who knows how many they've conspired and forged, how many signatures they forged to steal money from the CBN, from the coffers of the CBN, that have not been discovered. Now, this is the recent that have been discovered, this $6.2 million, and they are going to pay for it severely. So my country people, these guys are wanted criminals, and the Interpol is involved. The Nigerian government have declared them wanted for, criminal activities, for theft. This is theft of the highest order, and according to the law, it is punishable. It is punishable according to section 1 and section 10. It is a punishable offense if found guilty. So my country people, make una come shook mouth for this matter. However, Nigerians have reacted. The FCC should open their eyes and be bold. Those so-called thieves at large are obviously errand boys. Neither Emefiele nor these guys running up and down looted for themselves alone. Their principals are sitting pretty and watching. Be bold. Take the bull by the horn. Boss Mustapha is already a state witness. Befriend him more in order to get more information. Sometimes I start to laugh this country system. Someone who steals a huge sum of money is capable of buying a Ghanaian passport with another Ghanaian name and forget about Nigeria. Well, and become a Ghanaian personnel abroad or any other black country. So, when we Nigerian youths wake up, I swear to the Almighty that Nigeria will never ever develop. We never ever develop as far as we have these criminals stealing from us. Many Nigerians are extremely heartbroken reading this kind of news. It is very bad that we find ourselves in this position, and it is quite terrible. So Nigerians have reacted. Guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.